Injustice is our...
Hello guys, this is EdBoonSucks once again, and welcome to part 2. First of all, I'd like to start off by I'm going to try to go at this at a more calmer state, and here's the part 2 I want to talk about, and it's more on my story of what Ed Boon and his franchise could have done. Here's the thing. There's so many things that Ed Boon could have done that he could have done, and he would have lived forever off this. He could create an entire endless franchise, but now it just looks like he's just bailing. Okay, now here's a list. That's what I like to call EdBoonSucks 12 things he could have done in order to keep the franchise alive. Number 1, reversals, power-ups and escapes and shoves. He could have kept those like he did in Deadly Alliance, because it required a lot of skill and a whole variety of things. It challenged the player. It really challenged the player to actually time your key moments to actually go on and actually accomplish this. Number 2, story. He could have worked on the story a little bit better. He could have, instead of constantly, he has to keep going back, racing back, and redoing it all over again. If you get it, make a story, make it constant. This is your whole entire franchise, from the first one all the way, even prequels. I mean, it's all botched up. It's like, it's more confusing than the story of Link. Okay, it's so confusing. A lot of it's not even canon. I mean, it's just so, you can't keep up with it. It's so meshed up and mixed. You don't know what's up or down anymore. So make the story constant. If you kill off characters, they stay dead. That kind of leads me on to part 3. Number 3, dead characters. When you have a dead character, they stay dead. Okay, none of this crap like you did in Deadly Alliance, saying, Goral's clone, and Shao Kahn had one too. I mean, it's stupid. Okay, it's really, really low grade. It's sorry excuse for a story. It's not even Band-Aid work. It's just revolting. Okay, it's dumb. Number 4, Sub-Zero's weapons. Don't limit Sub-Zero on just the Quarry Blade. You could have done everything. Sub-Zero could make practically anything with ice if he's the master of cold. He can make an ice sledgehammer, he could make a pair of giant ice fists and beat a guy to death during a fatality. That would be awesome if he could do that. That would be wicked. He could do anything. He could make ice armor pads and ice mask. That would be so awesome if he could do that. Number 5, bring back Shang Tsung's morphing ability. I know you can do it. You got the technology. You did it on the opening trailer of Armageddon. Don't give me this crap saying that you can't do it. You can do it. You have the technology, so I don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear this. Sorry, because, it's, bullshit. Number 6, branching combos with tag team. Now you got your tag team going on. You did a pretty good job. Stick with that. Go with that, and you can do it forever. You got branching combos like you did on Deadly Alliance and Deception. You can do it that way, and during a combo you can switch a tag team member in the middle of a combo, and that would be awesome. Branch out your combos even further. take some tips like off a DOA or something like that. That you can do that forever. If you had like a 3-team or 4-team tag team deal, that would be one stretched out. That would be one long ass combo. So that think along more of those terms. Number 7, give the weapons back to the players. Why did you take that away? Why did you want to give the players more, not less? You took away weapons, you took away fatalities, you took away everything, the blood, all that stuff. You took away all that, what made Mortal Kombat what it is, and you took it all away. It was unnecessary. Players want more, not less. Okay? And that kind of leads me up, branches off to another question. Is like saying, why would you have, you can put, if every player has a weapon, then there's really no reason to have a weapon inside the arena. It's like on Armageddon. What good would Shao Kahn need if he's in the arena and you see another sledgehammer in the arena? It's the same. There's no point to it. But if you have one powerful weapon in the middle of a fighting arena, that'll be a good time to put a test your might thing in there. Like, say if that big old ice freezing club, and have it encased in a layer of ice, and have 2 players test their might and which one can shatter it first, or have it in it and then have it in a tug of war to who will win out, who will get the weapon. You see, you can go on forever. Number 8, 3D environment, bring that back. I'm tired of looking at this 2D environment garbage here, where I'm looking at this. It's ridiculous. It's just, there's no reason for it. You can only fight in 2 directions. It's unnecessary. You didn't have to do that. So what I'm saying, bring that 3D environment back. Just bring it back. I know you got like your own agenda and stuff like that, but this is not it. This is not Mortal Kombat. There's nothing in Mortal Kombat. This is why old MK gamers like Lone Wolf, Tiberius, Fist, guys like us, we're your old MK fans that stood by you. We grew up with your games, and you just disregard it, saying, "Oh well, piss on you guys. I'm going with the next generation." It's kind of like the way Nintendo does. Oh yeah, you guys got old and stuff. Well, piss on you. I'm going to go with the new generation. I'm going to stay in this baby form, where everything looks kind of like at the age of 10. So it's just we feel like we've been just getting the shaft, a big middle finger in our faces, and you just go on to the next generation. You just aimed at them. That's what pissed us off. Okay, so you didn't have to go through that. You didn't have to. There's no reason for this. Number 9, option menu. If during on Armageddon you had a few good ideas, but you throw them out there, then you pull them back, and you just completely, then you never use them again. Why? They were actually they're on a good path. What you could do is, like on Armageddon, on creative fatality and creative character, put that in the options menu. You could have had like an options menu, turn it like creative fatality on, creative fatality off. Scroll down, creative character on, creative character off. Put that, you want to fill that option menu up. You could have, put all kinds of options. More, not less. More, not less. You got that? And, okay. Number 10. If you're going to do fatality, not fatality, if you're gonna do have these tournaments again in Mortal Kombat, make sure they have brackets. You know, just put brackets in the deal. It's ridiculous that you have that. You know, that you don't have it. There's no reason for it. So be sure to put brackets in the damn thing, so that way, you know, just like in UFC and, you know, boxing arenas and EA Sports, they do it all the time. So put brackets in it, you know. That's all we ask, you know. I mean, just, and it really doesn't make much sense when you have an ally fighting an ally, okay? And then you do a fatality on it. You know, it's supposed to be the defenders of Earthrealm and stuff. If you want to stick with the story, it kind of falls in that category. You know, if you want to have a fighter, an ally versus an ally, put that in the practice mode. But, you know, no, what you have to go through brackets, okay? So, number 11. Fatalities on bosses. Let us have fatalities on bosses. Every game that you've ever, just about ever made, you just do that one final hit, and then they just sit there and they look around and they explode like they've been made out of nitroglycerin. Okay, it's just, they pop like a zit. It's sad. It really takes away that quest of like, yeah, fuck you, you know, I got that son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna do a fatality on the boss now. Put me through all this shit, you know. It takes that away, you know. I don't want to see a boss explode like he just drunk nitroglycerin. You know, it's like out of some cartoon. No, I want to do a fatality on the boss. Makes plenty of sense to me. Number 12. Enough with the crossovers like this shit here. It's injustice that you're making this, okay? It's just flat out bad, you know. And it's just like I said, it's nothing but a fuck you finger in our faces. We don't like seeing this kind of shit. I don't know why you keep going back to this DC crap. I mean, like this. I mean, who the hell's gonna fight this guy and win? I mean, who's gonna do this? Can you even think of one character that can actually beat Superman? I challenge anyone to do this. You know, see, look at this. I mean, he has no explanation for this. See, look, I'm just waving my hands all over the place, and then, you know, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, folks. He doesn't know what the hell he's saying. He just, you know, he's not making another one, okay? I mean, he hasn't said a word about, nobody's even brought up the idea of all these people that interview him. They haven't dared brought up the idea of saying, well, are you going to make another Mortal Kombat? Don't you think that's a little bit of a coincidence? I sure as hell do. So, I mean, he could have done that, you know, he could have done so much, and he could have lived forever off that, but no, instead we get this, you know. It's just, you know, it's ridiculous. We just get this crap saying, you know, I don't know, you know, so, you know, buy my product, you know. I mean, it's ridiculous, folks. So there's the top 12 lists of what Ed Boon could have done, of how what could have made Mortal Kombat live forever.